So I recently had a crate challenge the other day, and it was kind of interrupted a little bit. So this is gonna be what I'm gonna explain what happened that day and how it kind of came about. First, I'm just gonna explain the story, and then I'm gonna give it some backstory so you can actually understand why I feel that the way I'm feeling basically right now. But here it goes. Here's my crate challenge invaded explanation. But yeah, but so here it goes. Obviously, there's been a crate challenge thing going across the internet for days, weeks, whatever. It's a crate challenge. It's stupid, basically. It's getting a lot of people together to do something. That's what I saw in it. So what I decided to do was, which is obviously not original, it's a trend. I even say that on my post and whatever about it, but this is a trendy thing. It's obviously not an original idea. You're copying, you're regurgitating something, but it's funny because there's different people in different areas doing it. So now I'm planning for an event with Nate, with one of my homies, Nate. I was getting planned with Nathan Tugsbury. He was interested. I mean, all I did was I made like a little post on my story asking like, hey, who wants to match me on some crates? Because I got some crates. I want to see who's down and willing to actually do it. So at that moment of me asking, doing that, I didn't even think it was gonna actually become a thing until I just realized like a bunch of people started voting on the story poll, and then they started like hitting me up directly, like, cause I mean I already have crates, so I mean I'm just like, well shit, I already got like half the amount you might need, so I'm like, and then people start hitting me up like, hey, I got crates, do you got crates? Where are you trying to do that? Blah 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 blah, and I'm like, okay, well cool. So now I'm in the process of planning for it, meeting up with people, getting it going. And then Nathan, he gave me a little Photoshop photo to make as a flyer to post it up so I can make everyone know, let everyone know that what's happening. And then that this is only planned like 2 or 3 days prior, 2 or 3 days. It was like you weren't even given time to make it give it sponsors or make it in an actual event. The point of it was a get together to hang out with the homies and do stuff. So we planned the crate challenge along with barbecue, and we're drinking beers and whatever. So it's just a straight chill day. I didn't ask no one to sponsor it. I didn't ask anything to be a part of it. I mean, I didn't ask no one to sponsor it. I didn't do anything. I just simply put an invite on social media. So while that being said, at the same time, well, I guess while that's happening and already posted, I'm assuming Randall Skate Hard gets wind of said idea. And if the reason why I know, because someone, a few people, I mean, I just know because people be sending messages. So someone let me know that they already had hit him up about crates and see if he had any crates. He got wind of it somehow. Boom. I don't know. Maybe not even wind of mine specifically, but he got wind of a crate challenge happening in St. Louis, or if he just had the idea brand new. I don't fucking know. But all I know is I know what I did. Him doing that, I eventually actually seen him like a day or two prior at the DIY, and that's when we talked about it. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have it at Morgan Ford. I'm already planning it with Nathan, and then he's like, well, maybe we should do it somewhere else. And da 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 da. I'm like, what do you mean we? I mean, we already decided to do it in Mofo. Plus, Mofo is like a more comfortable park for us in an area, a familiarized area that we realize we can have fun doing this stupid crate challenge without any harassment or any like interference from the police or anything like that, or without bothering anybody by just doing it on somebody's grass or anything. That's the only public grass we know we got right there conveniently. So here he goes. So since he decides to do his another place, I'm deciding to do my another place at Morganford or whatever. So he puts up a poll about his event, and he tried to make it. I guess he wanted people really to go to Keener, and he put it up against Morganford. But then I guess I'm assuming Morganford won the vote. So then even after that poll that he put up, disregarding the people's vote in that aspect, he then proceeds to changed his location to Benton Park, and while also at Benton, this is only 2 days prior to the date, and he's like, I got live music, I got all this. He's trying to make it some extravagant event out of a trend, and it's like, dude, what the hell? I mean, that's what I'm not doing. So obviously, we're definitely two separate events. I'm over here just trying to get people together to do it and have fun. The only music you're gonna be hearing is if you got headphones or something. Throughout the days leading up to Saturday, which is the date I chose for it, at a Saturday at the specific time. What a coincidence that he chooses the exact day and time of when I'm doing it for his event. And it's like, dude, what do you? I mean, I'm assuming it just seems like you're competing against me, and I'm not even asked for it, but that's just what it is. Throughout the time leading up until the actual event, he was going to people's DMs, messaging them, and these are people who I'm talking with, trying to get ready for my thing, and we've already had a group chat created and everything. Like, they created a group chat, and we're just constantly talking. And then while at the same time, Randall, is going through their messages or going to their DMs saying, hey, I need you to come to mine. Can you come to mine? Can you bring crates and all this whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Can you make sure you vote for this? Can you vote this up? And which is completely unnecessary when you could have just simply worked with me the first time we talked about it. Rather, now you're trying to go behind my back and stomp on my toes, I guess, what you would think, and try to like make sure my event fails and yours succeeds, which I still don't give a shit about. It was a crate challenge. Even if two people showed up and the one that I said about, we still probably would have did it. 2 people, who gives a fuck? I mean, it wasn't a major event. It ain't like it's 3 on E or anything. And he's also talking to Nate, because I also told him, I'm like, hey, I'm planning this with Nathan. So therefore, he already knew I'm doing it with Nathan. He goes into Nathan's DMs and start messaging him about, or trying to sway him into working with him rather than me or on some crazy shit. It's like, I'm working with this dude, but then you're going behind my back through his DMs trying to get him to work on your shit. You see the snakery there. It's just retarded. It's like already retarded at that point. I'm just keep hearing this shit from other people. I'm like, dude, oh my fucking God. I can't control nobody's actions, but it just seems like you're just making yourself look more foolish and stupid as it goes along. Boom. Leading up into the actual day. Now, the actual day, like I said, leading up to the day, he was doing all that, trying to sabotage mine. Me, I'm just posting normally, not even caring about it. Up until like, up until the day before, where someone sent me a message about what he was trying to do snakily. They showed me a message. I'm like, oh my God, this is just retarded. So I made a post the day before on my story about people not being original, just you could work. I made a post about the situation. Now, on the day of my event, I'm getting messages from people who are confused now. Even one of the people who helped me run show me skateboarder, Owen, he's like, hey, what the hell? Are you having it at Benton Park or is Mofo? I'm like, Mofo. And he's like, well, so I'm seeing a flyer, or somebody sending other people flyers about this other event. And it's like, yeah, that's that event that's probably going on still, but mine is at Mofo. That's all I kept telling people. Mine is at Mofo. I didn't try to sabotage nothing. All I know is I acknowledge Randall's having his at Ben Park. I am having mine as at Mofo. Not like I couldn't work together, but this was just a decision made by, based off of the initial conversation that you obviously wanted somewhere else, and I wanted at Mofo. We can't come to terms. Now we're in that day. So many people calling me confused, like, hey man, where the hell is it at, blah blah blah. I'm telling them Morgan Ford. I'm having to go through this while also getting ready for it. So it's like mad confusing. I repost on my story, and I try to post to make sure people really know where mine is, because people who obviously want to come to mine are messaging me asking me, hey, are you doing it, or are you doing it with so and so, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, mine is this. Boom. That's just like results from the previous attempts of sabotage, of trying to get swaying people by going in their messages over the course of days. That seems like that was a battle plan for someone to try to win something, which is, I guess, the better crate challenge, which is weird. This is just from my point of view from at this point, where we get to the crate challenge. We get there at 5, start getting people ready, crates start showing up. We have all the crates. Boom. We actually do everything. We start having fun. We start up the grill. We all trying the crates at different weird positions and just doing silly shit. I ate shit. Another person ate shit, but it was more successes than fails. So not the typical crate challenge shit, but I still got yet to post those clips. But yeah, you seeing that, boom, everybody starts getting tired of the crazy. It gets to the point where after we traded crates for about damn near an hour or whatever, more, everyone's eating or whatever and chilling. And then people start to leave. And that's like, so it lasted like, I'll say about 2 hours, almost 3. And then next thing you know, right when before it's even dark, but it's creeping on darkness. This is what happened. We're sitting there, we're chilling. Somebody pulls up in a white car. I forgot what kind of car it was, but it was a white car, and some random dude in there was like, "Hey, what are y'all doing? Y'all doing a crate challenge?" And we're all like, everybody at the park who's remaining there, which is me and some of the usuals. And we were like, "Yeah, we already did a crate challenge. What's up?" And he was like, "Y'all ain't going to the Benton Park one?" We're like, "Oh, fuck." Right when he said that, "You ain't going to the Benton Park one," I was like, "Oh, my God, this got to be somebody Randall knows," because who comes up to Morgan Ford, talks about a crate challenge, and then refers to the other event one at another spot? It's like, he said, "Y'all doing a crate challenge?" We're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are y'all going to the Benton Park one? You know there's one over there?" It's like, and we're like, "Yeah, I know, but we're here." Boom, he skirts off. It was almost creepy. It was like, damn, he did. And he came down the street next to Morgan Ford, Osceola, the wrong way. So you know it was on some sketchy shit. All right, 10 minutes after that, it seems, that's when Randall showed up. Randall showed up, parked his car right here on the corner on the Morgan Ford side, got out the car with a big-ass speaker, or he took it out of his trunk, got it. He was getting ready pretty fucking fast, it seemed like. He was getting ready, like no time wasted. I couldn't even imagine what was on his brain at that point, but everybody looking like, huh, damn, what the hell? At this point, I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like he was coming in. And I didn't even think of any bullshit before, but in between. So I'm like, oh shit, there's Randall. Everybody's noticing Randall, and then it was like, well shit, I guess what happened to his crate challenge? Why is he here at Morgan Ford? If his crate challenge, why is he here at Morgan Ford if his crate challenge was at Benton Park? Next thing you know, turns on the speaker, starts singing, trying to perform a show, but he's outside the fence the whole time. So he's outside the fence with a few people, and some of his people start showing up, but he's outside the fence chanting and talking shit, basically. And while we're just sitting there looking like, what the hell? And he's literally saying, he was like, what did he say? He was saying shit like, this proves St. Louis can't work together. Why you don't like me? What did I do? Why do you hate me? I didn't do anything. And like, we should be working together. See, this proves St. Louis can't work together. And then he just started talking shit. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here. I'm taking over type shit. And he was saying he was taking over he wanted to ruin our current situation. And we were like, damn, what in the fuck is happening here? This is the weirdest fucking shit. Like, why is this dude doing this? What the fuck? He could have just came in and now he's just talking shit, Thompson, who's gonna take over. And then he starts sent a couple of dudes in there, and we're just like, oh my God, dude, we cannot have this bullshit. So now at this point, we're already talking about just leaving, not even having no situation with this dude, because this is totally unnecessary. So now we going to, we just start, just getting ready to leave. And then some of his friends or his minion things came into the fence, started trying to just use our crates that we had set up or whatever. Like with no saying hi to nobody, no what's up, no what's going on. They just came in on some straight bully shit. And and also, before they're coming in, he waited for all his goons to show up before he made it to the fence. So for like 15 minutes, he was outside the fence chanting his crazy shit, his protests, because that's what it was as far as I'm concerned. He was spewing all of his shit. And then by the time everybody showed up, he literally was like, all right, let's go in. He motherfucking came in like some goddamn fucking, like an army, a militia or something together. Like, the skateboard terrorists. It was the weirdest shit. So they start coming in, eyeing people up. And then they literally start dancing, like go in the middle of the skate park. Randall stands on top of the little thing in the middle of Morgan Ford, little volcano thing. He stands on top of it. Everybody's sitting there around him, like all of his goons, which, mind you, is like about 20 to 30 of these motherfuckers, and nobody skateboarded except Randall and Vic. That's it. It was like that, almost 30 people, 2 people only skateboarded. And when they came into the skate park, they blocked damn near everything to skate and was just sitting there dancing and recording themselves. And it was the most fucking weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I was like, what in the hell is going on? This is crazy. And one thing is, it's so crazy that I can't believe this is happening to me and for me, I guess, because even so, right after that was happening, we literally just start getting the crates, start packing them up in our cars. As soon as we leave, I even get a message. Like, as soon as we leave, the people who came there to make a big deal and protest left like 3 minutes fucking later. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, what was the point of that. This could have easily been avoided with just simple compromise and cooperation. Rather, somebody made the quick decision and was like, I'm going to go there and ruin their shit with a protest, and just because I'm mad that I guess his wasn't successful, or because we just couldn't come in agreement to work together, and then it's just, you can't force nobody to work with you. And then this protest you did was just so, in my eyes, you crying because I didn't want to work with you. It's so fucking stupid. And then especially with the many attempts of sabotage you attempted up until that point, it's like, dude, what in the fuck? Dude, it's the most embarrassing shit. I'm embarrassed because I got someone like you doing that to me. That's embarrassing. That's fucking crazy. Like, why the hell are you taking the time out to have your mind, having me on your mind, like I'm living in that motherfucker, driving you crazy about what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing over here. You don't, what the hell? You can't force nobody to do anything with you. And no, you don't have to be a part of every fucking event that's happening. This is literally an individual thing. Not even an individual thing. It's just a simple thing I just threw up in a couple of days, 2 days. You don't ask for sponsors and partnerships for doing something communal like that in just a short time. You're just doing something for fun. And that's what you should have just showed up for, fun. But instead, you wanted to show up and fucking, you know, pretty much try to bully, bogart, you know, just, and, you know, try to intimidate people. I mean, I feel I was intimidated, especially when you're walking in, marching in on the speaker talking about some real GDs in the building, real GDs like they some real fucking gangster disciples, like they some real gangsters. What fucking real gangsters would be taking the time out of their gangster world to go rally behind one skateboarder's selfish ideology, and then just that, like, you know what, I'm gonna start selling dope and hanging on the corners and doing straight gangster shit because we're real GDs, to rally behind this guy who's mad that his event didn't, I guess nobody showed up besides the entourage of rappers or whatever the fuck they were. It's fucking crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much what the fuck happened. And I don't fucking agree with that. And anybody agrees with that and is taking sides with the dude who did that weird ass shit, please don't follow me. Don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with shit like that. That is the most stupidest shit. We supposed to be working together, not protesting a fucking event or some little thing. What this, like, what? I did 3 on E. I asked for sponsors. You didn't want to be a part of that, but you want to be a part of some random trendy crate challenge, dude. Come on, get the fuck out of here, dude. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, what are you doing? Like, so that was the whole event. But right after that, now I'm getting crazy messages from this dude, like the next day about the situation. So after that, the next day, this dude starts messaging me. Okay, right here, yeah. This is what he does. I'm responding. I'm just doing this for my Show Me Skateboarding, or for my Shawn, no, my regular personal account. I'm not putting none of this bullshit on my skateboarding account or any of that account, because he don't even deserve that. He don't deserve no clout, no tagging, no nothing. Everybody know who the hell you are just by me just talking about you. I don't even got to tag you in it for you to even just take a little peek at the something that's about you. That's crazy, right? And so basically, I guess after realizing that situation, I just lost complete 100% respect for this dude. At one point, I tried to be tolerant of you. That's it. I could be tolerant of you. That's it. And I tried to do that for years. This has been going on, and I've tried to be tolerant. And this is the last straw. You coming to an event that I threw or just invited people to be a part of, and you be so salty and just weird feeling, like just being so salty and just butthurt, I guess, that you decided to just try to ruin my shit. But then, so God damn, why would you do that? I posted about it, and I'm like, dude, this is bullshit. Look what the fuck happened. Look what this dude did. If you working with, this is what happens when you work with this motherfucker. Just so you know, anybody who's ever dealing with this dude, this is what you get. You deal with shit like this. Like, he feel like he own you when you're working with him. You know, like, I worked with you once, and now I gotta work with you every fucking time. Like, what the hell? You know, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. But here's the messages he started sending me after the next day. So in the messages, he starts tagging me and shit, like saying whatever happened to this competition. I threw my mofo bangers, which was like basically in the beginning of COVID. What happened to it? COVID happened. And then he tagged me in something that about where he gave one of my skateboards out at his competition or contest that he threw a while ago. But the thing was, the crazy thing, he act like the way he posted that, he made it seem like I fucking gave him the board for a sponsorship. I'm like, hey, here you go, buddy. You know, you didn't ask me about that. You literally bought the skateboard from me. And then that's it. I didn't know it was sponsoring your comp. Well, you did tell me after you bought it, you was like, yeah, I'm going to use this and give it away at the comp. I'm like, okay, do what you do. You bought it. You can do what the hell you want. I didn't sponsor the contest. You just bought a board and you decided to give it out to people. And you said you apparently you bought out of pocket everything you sponsored in that event, every contest prize that you had for the people you bought out of your money. When I got people telling me and texting me that you fucking you still owe them money for a contest that you threw. So, dude, stop being a fucking habitual liar. It's really bad, especially when you're getting blatantly caught with it, and then especially when people are gonna call you out for it. It's kind of pathetic. And then I tagged him in something. I actually didn't even tag him in this. I put a post of when I barely recorded what he did. I wish I would have recorded everything, but it was so embarrassing and so fucking weird that people just started leaving, and I didn't even want to record. I just got out of there. But I recorded a little bit right in the beginning and got a screenshot of him in the background outside the fence doing his shit, just trying to do, talking on the microphone and shit. And it's like, oh my God. So he sent me a message, and he's replying to my story, talking about, but you won't tag me? No, I won't fucking tag you in the fucking my story. You're obviously looking at it. Why do I fucking need to tag you if you're already gonna go there to watch it? I don't need to tag you and shit. You're not gonna get clout even off this dumb ass shit you're doing. So then he has the nerve to tell me, Dom already told me how you snaked him out his shit. Look how you act when it comes to fucking crazy. Don, and I'm assuming he means Don, because he spelled D-O-M, and he said Dom, but I'm assuming Don. I don't owe Don shit. Nobody don't, and if anybody know I think I owe them shit, they'll call me and let me know if I owe them shit. I don't owe nobody shit. I don't owe nobody shit, especially if fucking Don at his Earth Surf. I had my 3 on either. What the fuck do I owe him? I mean, fuck, everybody I brought up there weekly bought shit from the shop. What do I owe him? I don't owe him shit. He never even gave one prize of his product to this competition at all. I provided everything. And the sponsors. Not him. He just let me hold my contest there. So, I don't know what the hell you mean by that. And then this weird motherfucker sends me my own post when I posted everybody just sitting down watching Lil Jacob go across the crates, like, it was a good time, saying, hey, thanks for everybody showing out, blah, blah, blah. He sends me my own post and then said, what? He said, the fuck is that? Question mark, like 7 question marks. I'm like, I didn't answer that. I mean, I didn't answer anything he sent me. I'm just wondering, like, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck is that? I don't know what he meant. I guess at the end of the post, I said something like, yeah, at the end of it got weird because someone came and protested our event based off selfish intent. I mean, that kind of explains it all with no explanation behind it. But, and then he gonna say, we gonna see if you gonna honor your words when your boards get here. And I'm like, honor my words? I honestly don't know what the hell he means by that. I don't know if I promised this dude a board or not, or I don't know what the fuck he talking about, but I highly doubt I promised him a board, or I don't know what the fuck is he talking about. He wasn't specific. He's like, hopefully I'm gonna honor my word. I don't know what the fuck he mean by that, but. And then he says, then go ahead and lie in your little video. Got way too much of your lies and BS to put out, LOL. Like, I guess he got my bullshit and lies to put out. I really don't know what the fuck he talking about, so I don't really give a fuck. But I'm gonna talk about the situation no matter what, because people need to know who the fuck they dealing with when they dealing with this dude. Seriously, when you dealing with him, especially when he comes jumping on your shit, he's the type of person who does that. He's been stealing ideas for years. It's just he's always trying to hijack ideas. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I've got so many messages from people who know and see you for who you are. It just takes somebody like to make a message about it, and that's what I'm doing right now, because I'm tired of this shit, and I cannot deal with it any longer, because it seems like people not saying nothing is enabling you to act like a dumbass constantly. You're constantly lying, constantly trying to swindle and use and manipulate people in the most fucked up, selfish ways to try to make you how are you expecting to get famous off of other people? You're literally acting like the dude that runs Terry Kennedy account right now. Like, you're acting just like that crazy motherfucker. That's crazy. You're literally acting just like that weird motherfucker. And that motherfucker is using Terry Kennedy account to constantly pump up his own shit while Tay K is in jail and he was supposed to be his manager. What the fuck is that? Yeah, So, but right now, you are doing that shit. It's like, what the fuck? And then he proceeds to say, look at how mad you are. This real entertaining, G. And then like had also earlier in the message say, you the one mad, bro. Like, how am I mad? How am I mad? You just messaged me all that shit. Literally. You messaged me all of that shit. And I didn't reply once and I'm mad. How the fuck am I mad? I was never mad. Actually, I was more disappointed in you. For real. I was more disappointed in Randall. That's the most fucking craziest shit like that's ever happened. Of all the bullshit I've dealt with you, this one is even worse than when you deleted all my videos. See, and now I'm gonna explain the backstory of why I have something against this dude or anything. I don't hate a motherfucker. I don't even try to say I dislike a person. I usually don't fuck with a person. They usually become non-existent to me once I stop dealing with you. Because hate and disliking and all the shit, that's passion. Usually you gotta have emotion behind that. Me, if I don't fuck with you, it ain't no emotion. They're just straight fuck, the hell with you. I mean, I'm completely past you. It ain't no, I fucking hate you because now I have feelings and I hate you for a reason. And no, that's passion, and passion makes people do crazy shit. So I'm not hating the motherfucker. I just can't deal with this dude anymore. No longer will I deal with him anymore. But back in the day, a long time ago, which started shit. It used to be a skate shop called Sank Shoe Skate Shop. I got there and started dealing with this dude, Dustin. I tried to help the shop get up and perform well like a shop. This is years ago, probably almost 10 years ago now, but maybe not, it's not 10 years ago. This is like more like 5, 7, 6 years ago, something like that. But tried to get the shop up and open, or getting it open and get some traction there. It started getting some traction. It started getting people because I was there shouting it out, pumping it up, and I also used that space as one of my first workspaces for Show Me Skateboarding, my YouTube. Like, I was already doing YouTube myself at my house and stuff, and I was like, oh man, this dude finally let me use a computer and a desktop and stuff. Because usually I was doing stuff right off my phone for my YouTube, just straight uploading shit. Or I used to have a laptop, a MacBook too, that I was editing on, but then I destroyed it by spilling beer on it. So that's why I desperately needed that workspace. And so we started working together for a while. Then out of nowhere, he then somehow meets up with Randall, and they start making some kind of business relationship. So now, not only am I working at the shop, Randall's working at the shop, trying to build a team, trying to jump on something. I didn't realize it then, but that's pretty much what it was. Once I got in this shop, this dude jumped over and tried to be a part of it too. Another time, just can't help it but be a part of something. Like, I didn't have nothing against it. But he then brings on his other trustworthy partner who he thought was going to help run the shop good, was Chris Grimes. He brought them two on. So once he brought those two on, things really started changing. Because now when I'm working there, I'm hearing these two talking, and then they trying to come in and tell me what to do as if they're my boss. Like, hey, shouldn't you be out there filming? Hey, shouldn't you? I'm like, damn, who the fuck are y'all? What are you doing? I know what my position is here. And my position is not working for you. So we had little arguments like that to where they thinking I'm working for them, and I'm rebelling. Like, no, I don't. So one day, I guess they just getting pissed off that I'm just by my position in the shop. They get pissed off because they want to run completely all of it and shut me out. And like I said, I was there before them, but they came in on some snake shit, and now they're trying to push me out. At a certain point, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you know what, I might stop going. You know what, no, I tried to give the shop a little bit of chance. But one day, I guess when I was gone, after editing videos and uploading some videos, these motherfuckers, I was still logged into the account, the computer at the shop. So they knew that. They went to the shop. Randall, Skateheart, Chris Grimes, also there's a lot of other people there. I should name them too. And a lot of those people are in the skate community. A lot of these people have come up to me and apologized for this shit, saying, yeah, I was there, but I'm sorry, I should have done something, or they feel bad that it happened, but they always pointed at the main fingers at Chris Grimes and Randall about who really idea it was to delete my channel. But also, and everyone was there, including Randall's right-hand man. I'm sure you know who the fuck that is. That person was down with it too, 100%. All these people were down. It was like a lot of these people. It was basically the new team plus Randall and Chris Grimes there when they deleted my channel. They deleted my channel. Now, my channel meant a lot to me. Why? Because it was like the beginning of my YouTube, and so I've already been filming for years and making edits that was like the beginning of my channel, and those are my favorite videos and a timestamp of a time that I can never get back on those memories with that footage of just what I was doing back then, the beginning of what I was doing, like the beginning of Show Me Skateboarding. It was just show me a stage, filming skating and just putting it out there. They deleted all of that, no remorse. They thought, I'm assuming they thought that was gonna ruin me, so they deleted my whole channel, you know, and that was it. So after that happened, I literally had to sit down and ponder to myself and think, like, am I gonna fight these motherfuckers? Am I gonna have to really fuck somebody up for doing what they did, this stupid thing? Is it gonna help me? I don't know. I started really thinking about it, like, what the fuck do I do? Should I get revenge for this shit, or should I just say fuck it? Or I don't know. But I really thought about it so hard that I told myself, I was like, you know what? Instead of beating them by actually beating their ass, I'm gonna just come back harder. I'm just gonna make my shit so fucking dope. It's gonna be inevitable. Like it's just gonna, it's just gonna be better than what they tried to destroy. So at the same time, so I even took months off. I took almost a year off even posting on my Instagram because I needed time to really think about what the fuck I was doing, what I was gonna do next, or did I want to even continue doing Show Me Skateboarding when you got evil pieces of shits like that walking around the scene, willing to delete people's shit just so they can have a step forward and do weird shit. They were doing this for years, recording people, threatening them they're gonna delete their footage. And it's like, it got to the point where even Randall still has a bunch of clips of me, really some good clips that I filmed with him years ago, and he just never gave to me based off of him just not giving me the clips. And just because I guess he thought of I don't know, he didn't want to give it to me, so I completely said, fuck him, I don't deal with him on that point. So they delete my channel, do all this weird shit. So at that point, my thing was, I'm gonna make sure Sang Shu doesn't remain a shop, and I'm gonna make sure Show Me Skateboarding comes back even harder with my YouTube and Instagram. But I focused on my Instagram even solely. After my YouTube was destroyed by them, I focused on Instagram, posting, building that up, and it built up to the point where now I'm able to get a chance to go back to my YouTube and really vamp it up. And I've been working hard on that for like maybe the last year, within the last year, especially of the revamping, the reinvention of Show Me Skateboarding, which I did 2 years ago. So it's like, yeah, that was the situation. So but he deleted my channel, and that was crazy, and I felt, yeah, it was fucked up. And that's like the main root and the beginning seed of why I don't fuck with this dude the way people think we do or something. I don't fuck with him. I'm just a person who is willing to choose peace over bullshit most times. But this time, after this shit, this last one, I can no longer fuck with this dude. I don't know why he thinks he can keep getting breaks and keep fucking people over, keep being selfish, keep being manipulative, being the stupid motherfucker, being every stupid, weird, kooking motherfucker, someone you just do not want to fuck with. I would never fuck with him anymore, and hopefully people learn the lesson from what I'm telling you here today. In St. Louis, I would not fuck with this dude based off of what he's done to me and what he's trying to do in the scene, and also the most weirdest, selfish shit. It don't make any fucking sense. So, if you fucking with him, just know this is what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get, unless out of nowhere he really changes. I'm not saying he's unredeemable, but goddamn, this motherfucker is set in his ways. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't fuck with him like that. So after this most recent stunt he did, I just can't deal with it anymore. I'm done. I can't fuck with this dude anymore. So yeah, that's the situation. That's all of it explained. That's even a little bit of backstory of why I don't fuck with this dude and why he's such a weirdo and why I feel like he's a snake. And just, it's very toxic. And that is not what the St. Louis skate scene need right now. Somebody who thinks they're trying to be Suge Knight of the company, or of the skate scene. Like, you trying to have everybody signed to you, motherfucker. You're not. You're more like a Kanye West of the fucking. You're more a current Kanye West of the community. The one with delusional thoughts and just crazy delusional grandeur, just of crazy things. You think some weird shit that's like, bro, that's not real to the masses else, to everyone else. So you ain't Suge Knight, you're Kanye. But that's pretty much it. That's the crate situation explained. I mean, hopefully I explained the best. I mean, if anybody disagrees with anything that I did or have any more questions, just comment below. Let me know. Comment on my Instagram, because I'm actually gonna post this only to my YouTube, this long video, because since I'm mentioning names, I want it to be secluded to this, and I want the message to be heard here rather than on Instagram, where it can be where people can just keep going back to it and sharing and trying to just pick, I'd rather it be here, and I'll put maybe a little piece of it on my Instagram, but mostly it's gonna be right here for everybody's listening, and so they can understand what the fuck is happening, because this is bullshit to me, and I never want to go through it again. I hope this person learns from me. I hope anybody learns from this. You will get fucked dealing with certain people. You will get screwed sometimes, even after they did that, rushing into the park and being intimidating. Shit, if they're willing to go that step, usually what I see when people are protesting, I see people protesting. First, they have a disagreement, they protest, and when they protesting, it's like a step before violence. They go in the place, start blocking shit, and waiting for people to physically do stuff. And it's like, now if you're at that point, now I can't, what are you gonna do next? Just start shooting next time you go drive by the park, or what are you gonna do? What's the next step of being pissed off at something selfish they're gonna drive you to do? Because I don't want nobody getting hurt on my accord, especially when I'm just doing something for fun, but then somebody else out there is being very spiteful and doesn't care about the well-being of others, because if they did, they would have noticed that it was a pregnant woman at the skate park with other kids, and y'all came in there on some real GD gangster shit. Come on, bro, think. That's stupid. And then you think you're even helping your rep even more? Look, you just came off of running a contest with somebody holding a gun blatantly on their hip with a bulletproof vest. Where the fuck do they do that at? Come on, man. Where the fuck do they hold skate contests where they gotta have a gun on them scared about something? Well, who was gonna shoot you? No one. We're skateboarding, motherfucker. But yeah, if anybody disagree, fuck you. But at the same time, let me know how y'all feel. Let me know what's up. Because this shit was crazy, and I hope to God it don't happen again. Imagine protesting someone else's contest, protesting something. We're not fucking famous. I'm not like The Rock. I'm not no famous motherfucker. The only people I've ever seen get their events protested be celebrities, like music artists and all that shit, because it always be someone out there protesting fucking fur animals and veganism. I don't know. They're protesting something, but you just protested me in St. Louis. I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell that he thought that was gonna do. But yeah, go ahead and sound off.